Dukes of Weebdom!
Dukes of Weebdom!
Episode 136. Welcome in. How do you do?
I do well.
Good. What's new in the life of you?
I finished my Game of Thrones rewatch through a reaction channel. Except for Season 8. They didn't do post-Season 8, so I don't know.
Post-Season 8 or Season 8?
They didn't, post it to the internet.
Okay.
Post their reaction to Season 8.
I thought you meant, after Season 8. I was like, there's nothing after Season 8. So when you say reaction, does that mean they're just sitting there quietly most of the time and then they say stuff occasionally?
They say stuff occasionally, but it's while the episode's playing. It's almost like they are just sitting there in real time watching, and then it cuts back to the audio whenever they're quiet.
So on that note then, what do you think so far leading up to the end of Season 7?
Not bad. Not as bad as I was expecting, but obviously not as good as 4 and 5.
Yeah, so people say that Season 7's where it starts to go down. And
I think
Season
the moment
8's
Jon Snow died is where it starts to go down. Not because of that. That's just the marker of it being okay.
Well, considering that's how the last book ended, so everything after that is strictly the show, it makes sense.
To be fair, they did make some good choices. Seeing Arya kill the Freys was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure was. Everything with them reuniting in Winterfell is pretty good. Battle of Ramsay was pretty good.
The Littlefinger stuff?
Yes, very good. I saw that clip a billion times already, though, because I'd seen a bunch of clips of these seasons. That's why I was you know what, I'll just watch them through reactions finally. But yeah, oh man, I love that scene. What do you say to your crimes, Lord Baelish?
Yeah, they play it up, and I was like, I know something's going on here. I just didn't know what it was, because I was watching that weekly.
The whole time it's just ask Bran. Bran knows literally everything.
And if he doesn't, he'll just go back in time and look at it.
Just ask him about it now. He'll just be like, the leaves tell a story.
He was the one pushed out the window.
Yeah.
It's funny. But yeah, no.
Daenerys destroying Jaime's army after they just plundered all of the Reach. That's pretty nice.
That is nice. I'm trying to think what else happened in Season 7. Well, that's when Jon goes to meet Daenerys, right?
Yes, and it's also right as Cersei is blowing up the church and taking over King's Landing and stuff too.
That's the only time I ever rooted for Cersei, because fuck that religious cult people.
Yeah,
I was these guys need to die.
Yeah, feel bad for Marjorie and Loras being dragged into it, but I could see that was a pretty in her perspective, good move.
Yeah.
Just take them all out in one fell swoop.
That's it.
And Marjorie even knew something's wrong. She's she's still not here. No, this girl's vindictive. No, something's wrong. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Left.
Yeah.
Myself.
Instead of just trying to evacuate, just get out.
And then Tommen jumps out a window.
Yes, that was nice. Just whoosh.
It was nice.
That's what he gets for doing nothing.
Literally. And supporting the church.
Yeah, not only does he do nothing, he flipped. The one time he went to get his britches up and talk to the sparrow, he got converted.
Ridiculous.
And with that Mikola heart stolen.
Yeah, good stuff. Season 8's alright. I mean, there's some good moments in Season 8. It's just that...
Yeah, I know I'm not missing out on much, so...
I mean, I'm sure you'll watch it when they upload, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll be all caught up to Game of Thrones.
Yep. And I'll probably start actually watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms or something.
House of the Dragon is really good.
Is it?
I really liked that. I need to watch Season 2. But I don't have HBO right now, so... I'll probably get it once the Paramount thing happens, and I'm like, oh.
They merged. Once they stay separate and pull a Hulu Disney.
They might. Because that's just more money for them.
Yeah.
And they spent, what, $100 billion?
Yeah, so they're definitely going to want the more money.
Yeah. I gotta think, though, like, you don't make that money back.
No.
There's no way.
Especially because HBO sold itself because it's not doing all that great. Like they've canned a lot of stuff that they've made and could have put out and just chose not to.
Yeah.
They're like the kings of doing that.
We'll see, because, like, I just got a fucking email yesterday morning. Netflix is raising their prices by $2, so now it's it's at $19.99 now.
God damn.
Or at least that's what I'm paying anyway. So I remember paying $7.99 for Netflix or something like that, like way back in the day. Because Netflix was the first one. I've had Netflix since probably.
I had Netflix when they were sending DVDs to your home.
Yeah, when Redbox. It started as Redbox was separate, and Netflix bought Redbox, right?
Yeah, but Netflix was doing like a mail to home rental service.
Yeah. And they're like, nah, we're just gonna revolutionize and put everyone out of business.
Start a trend for everybody.
But now it's just like going full circle back to cable now.
Yeah.
It's basically got cable again, because you need you don't need them, but if you want to watch everything, you gotta have this package and that package, and by the end of the day, you're spending $120 a month again.
And you're still losing the major problem. You're still gaining the major problem that cable has, is that you're not actually paying for what you want. You're buying a bunch of extra shit too. They could have cut ESPN out and get the good anime from another service in that spot. Like,
Yarg mateys.
Well, thankfully for Crunchyroll, it's like the cheapest on the market. So
High Dive's the cheapest.
Yes, but
in terms of anime, anyway. High Dive's like.
In terms of good
streaming services. Wish I would use High Dive more if they had a PlayStation app, but they don't. So I don't use it that often. I mean, I can have it on the Roku TV in the living room, but I'm like never on that TV. I'm on my TV playing my PlayStation, where I got Crunchyroll, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, that kind of stuff. I have High Dive on my phone, but if I'm home,
I should be getting High Dive because I watch stuff on my phone mostly.
I mean, they don't get everything, obviously, but they have a lot of good stuff on there. A lot of good stuff.
Finally watch Eminence in Shadow.
It is on High Dive. I think that's how I think that's how I watched it. Because I don't think it's on Crunchyroll. Or maybe I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's that.
I don't know. But whatever. I can't believe the winter season's already over.
Yeah, and I still haven't gone through and actually watched everything. Though I've seen so many clips from the Sendai Colony fight that I've practically watched the whole thing.
I haven't actually. I've seen some screenshots, but I've been avoiding it.
Oh, I've seen so many clips. Because it's just
like a whole episode of just non-stop action. And I'm ready for it.
I've seen like practically the entire fight.
Is it amazing?
Oh yeah, it's really fucking good.
Can't wait.
And super like true to the manga.
I have to super get my wife to stop fucking slacking.
Well, I've been slacking too. I'm still before the Maki fight.
Well, we're only one episode past you, so, or maybe two. Well, two, because we watched the Maki fight and the episode after that.
Nice.
So we're 2 ahead of you. But the problem is, I work during the week and she works on the weekends, so it's like finding time together to sit down to watch a mature anime when the kids aren't around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need my son asking me why the dude's fighting a naked girl in the sky and there's blood everywhere.
Why are bugs bursting out of his skin, Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we need that right now. You know? And besides, also at the same time, I'm behind on everything else that I was keeping up with too. I've been watching literally anything since Crimson Desert came out. That's, if I have free time, Crimson Desert.
I haven't been watching shit. And Demons of the Shadow Realm starts soon.
Within a week or two.
Yeah. Pretty sure 1 week.
Classroom of the Elite, it was either today or tomorrow. I saw a post saying something like 1 hour release tomorrow, but it was like at like 4:30 this morning. So I'm like, I don't know if that means today, Wednesday, or tomorrow, Thursday. So either way, I won't watch it till the weekend, but maybe considering
Crimson Desert.
It's just so much. It's so good, and it's so open, and there's so many things for me to go do and find and explore. And everyone online just, well, not everyone. All the players online are hyping it up, but all of the media is trying their best to tear it down.
I haven't seen anything.
Even this dude from fucking Larian Studios said some bullshit on it too. Something like it's a cynical. He used the word cynical somehow, but basically ripping on it because it draws inspiration from other games.
Whoa!
So because it does, so the way he was describing it, it's like, oh, you're an open world. Red Dead Redemption's an open world, and you're just ripping off of other games. Zelda has this stamina when you climb. Like Crimson Desert does have elements of other games.
Yeah.
So what? You got a stamina bar just like the new Zelda games, where if you're climbing something, your stamina bar decreases, and if you don't finish the climb with the stamina,
yeah, you fall.
And there's puzzles everywhere. Super big open world like Red Dead Redemption, but the story is pretty lackluster, especially at the beginning. There's some good quests in story. Like there's 2 army things. I've sieged a castle with like 100 dudes. Nice. That was fun as fuck.
Hell yeah.
But it's an open world sandbox that you just dropped in. You're like, here, okay, whatever. There is a main quest line. If you want to do that, that'll bring you around. But really, it's, oh, cool thing over there on the horizon. I'm going to go over there and see what it is. And then on my way there, I'm going to get distracted 6 times by other cool things.
The Skyrim effect.
Yeah. And then bosses all over the place. Armor and weapons and skills and these abyss fragments that are basically like materia. Nice. So it's like elements of other games all put together. Like, why wouldn't you do that? And then coming from Larian, a guy that worked on Larian games, talking about Baldur's Gate, I'm like, bro, Baldur's Gate is nothing without ripping off of everything D&D.
Yeah.
Your entire identity is based off of ripping off another game. Not that, well, I don't want to use the term rip off because Baldur's Gate 3 is a great game. And the studio is a good studio. Just this one dev just said some stupid stuff. But it's like,
not everyone's Picasso here. Like, even like.
Well, first off, not every new game is this new revolutionary brand new thing.
Well, even look at Clair Obscura. It uses turn-based JRPG everything still.
They take things...
And it was still a revolution.
Yeah, they take things from, like, every JRPG turn-based game that has ever existed. That's why... And everyone was praising Expedition for that. But like, oh, they've taken all this old school stuff and shown us that it can still...
It's not dead yet.
It can still work. I'm like, well, first off, Persona's been doing that.
Yeah,
like,
weren't you just sucking Metaphor Stick? Like, I'm sorry, I'm confused here.
Just like 2 minutes ago. And...
Has it been a year?
And it's like... I don't
know. Most big games aren't very original to begin with.
Yeah.
At this point, it's really hard to be. The only things that usually are indie projects.
So many fucking games out there.
Even indie projects are like, let me smash these 2 niche genres together.
Yeah, and you make a fun fucking game.
Yeah.
And you play the game. So what? But, like, and then, like, IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. And I'm like...
That's wild.
Yeah, they gave Marathon a 9 out of 10.
That's pretty wild. I mean, to be fair though, I haven't actually watched real Marathon gameplay. I've heard people complain about it, but I haven't actually like seen the game with my own eyes.
Speaking of seeing the game with your own eyes, how I made this connection is whatever. But you know, one of the things I love most about Crimson Desert, that like most games, I fucking hate when they do this. You have this, take, Elden Ring, perfect example. Humongous, beautiful open world. Get to a high place, go to look at the world, fog everywhere. So they don't have to render the whole world all the time. That's not in Crimson Desert. I can stand on top of a tower on one side of the map and see the tower on the other side of the map.
To be fair, I could see pretty far in Elden Ring. No, I just got it on PC. I literally did like last week.
Damn, you're just collecting games like Pokemon at this rate.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter lately, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How far are you at now?
I just killed Zulu. High rank. Shuwu.
Oh, the fourth.
Yeah.
The 4 tentacle octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I love his armor.
I'm gonna get his armor.
It's dope.
I'm still in Breen armor, so that's a big upgrade.
Then you're really close to like the end of story then.
Yeah, I'm like Hunter rank 27, I want to say.
Because you fight Zhu and then there might be, I think, have you fought the full Grand Genath yet?
No, I have the quest for it though.
Okay, well, yeah.
Oh wait, I might have. I feel like I did. Yeah, I have a
engine.
quest for like an Ajarkin. I think it is. In the Wounded Hollow.
Yes. Oh, you have a quest for a what?
I think it was called an Ajarkin.
Narcilla?
No, I already
The
fought
spider?
that and the 2 Hirabames.
Narjarkin. I don't know that. You have a quest for something.
Yeah.
But, because once you get to the Wounded Hollow, in the Wounded Hollow you have Narcilla, I believe. Or no, Narcilla's in the S place.
No, Narcilla's the first one. It's a Frenzied Narcilla.
Well, there you go.
And then there's 2 Hirabames, which sucked. I hate them.
You know, I might be conflating things actually right now. Because you said you're in high rank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking low rank because I'm like, once you get to the Wounded Hollow, the first monster you fight is 100% definitely Rathalos. Then you fight a few more monsters in there, and then you fight Guardian Arkveld, and that's the end of low rank. Gormagala is the end of high rank. And I don't remember the quest chain there.
I'm just working through it.
You just go. But yeah, I think you're like, quest-wise, you're probably not that far. You probably have like 4 or 5 more hunts.
Good. I want to get this off my hard drive. But I also want to do like the fun stuff, so.
There's a lot of cool added monsters afterwards too, like Lugiacrus, fucking Seregios, Mitsune, Gagmazios. Oh, such a good fight. Oh, so good. I feel like I'm missing the monster.
Omega.
Yeah, that's just a fucking...
Fuckfest.
Yeah, that's hard as shit. It's probably... I don't know if I could say that. See, because by the time Fatalis came out in World, I was pretty much already done with World Iceborne, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I tried Fatalis a few times. I could not beat him. The first phase, because, like, you have to break his head. And I'm a melee weapon, and his head's way the fuck up there. And the first part you do is you and an NPC. So you have to beat that section before then you unlock like the actual quest and you can do it with multiplayers. And I never beat the NPC thing. I threw my head against it for like 6 or 7 tries. I couldn't do it. Then I stopped. And I know that the actual fight is hard as fuck, Fatalis. Alatrion was hard as shit too, but I beat Alatrion. But Omega Savage probably the hardest fight I've ever had to do in Monster Hunter.
Damn.
Maybe Fatalis, but again, I didn't fight like true Fatalis. So, but what makes Fatalis hard is asinine amount of damage. You know, his tail slides across the ground when he turns, and it trips you, and half your health is gone or something. Omega is just so much
constant
missiles and fucking
laser
beams
yeah.
and fucking all this other crazy shit. And it's designed differently. There's enmity and stuff like that, and there's 4 or 5 phases, and the last phase is just fucking wild, and you're just scared because you know if you die, it's fucking over.
Unsheath your weapon and die.
Yeah. And that happened to me because I haven't beaten Savage.
Damn.
I've beaten the original one, the regular one. Savage is just like here's a more difficult version, but Savage has the armor for it.
Well, there's a monster in the making right here. I haven't been carded yet in high rank.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And I've been trying out weapons now that I'm in high rank. I've been like spreading out what I buy.
That's what's up.
The keyboard controls kind of suck for some of them. Like hammer. Holding down R and still using WASD. R is charge. And using WASD to move while you're holding R.
Yeah, because D is like just so...
Yeah, it's really shitty. Yeah. Huddy horn controls are pretty good though. I was actually pretty enjoying that.
Well, that's good. I love having a hunting horn on my party, but I don't think I would. I'm just not.
They've made a lot more active than back in the day, at least.
Yes, definitely. I mean,
we actually go into like a separate mode to play.
Lance is more fun. Not that it wasn't fun. I liked it back in the day, but it was super basic. Like in Freedom Unite, you just had the straight poke or the angled up poke.
And the running charge.
But
you're not whipping that out in like a lot in the combat.
You chase a monster when they go to run out of the zone. You chase them with that.
And you open with it, and that's about it.
I tell you though, blocking like a Gravios beam with a shield, and then it goes into that special animation where you're holding it and you slide in and you're like, oh, it's so epic.
Sick. I've been playing a lot of Sword and Shield now.
It's dope, but like Sword and Shield is like it's like very low. What's the term? Low entry but high skill ceiling.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do like serious damage with the Sword and Shield, it's super technical. But anyone can just pick up a Sword and Shield and go hunt. And be okay. It's just going to take that person longer because they're doing less damage or not optimal damage.
Yeah.
But if you're just having fun, you're going to kill everything.
You get to block also.
And eat use potion items while your weapon's out.
Which kind of sucks on PC for similar reasons. Block is R. So you're holding R and then hitting E to use an item, which is doable while walking, but I almost feel like I should just sheath my goddamn weapon real quick.
Yeah, my control's just a fucking weird on PC.
Yeah, I need to get a controller for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I would never play Monster Hunter on a keyboard and mouse.
There's so many like weird niche things that suck with it. Like loading special ammo is R and F, but F is also to switch into like rapid fire. So I'm just sitting there hitting the reload button and rapid fire button together. You just see me like doing different kinds of reloads, waiting for the right reload. Like, that one's special ammo. Now I can shoot my one special thing and go back to fighting normal.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then you gotta do that while fighting a fucking monster.
That's the hardest part, too. It's like I'm running away to go read my controls.
I feel like because I will be getting a computer at some point for games, but I feel like that would be the hardest part, is playing the game without looking at the
like keyboard. Some games I'm really used to it and it's better, like mostly shooters, to be fair. But then it comes to like action games. I boot up Silk Song when it came out, and I just cannot play that game on keyboard controls.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's painful.
How was predecessor with it?
Way better. Everything that has to do with like first person or third person like aiming, way better.
Nice.
Until certain games like to throw 1 through 4 for ability buttons, but then I just change that.
I was gonna say just change the key buttons and you'll be all set. Speaking of predecessor, have you seen
I have.
news?
They did a live stream today too. I didn't watch, but I got all the info. Apparently the new character is going to be a support, but she has an augment to be like offlane and jungle.
Yeah, because she was totally an offlaner in Overprime. But they just released a support.
I
Last
know.
hero.
2 years ago now, because Neon.
Oh yeah, that bitch that had zero interest in.
She's fun.
But that actually wasn't what I was talking about. They offered stock options to Smite's largest streamer.
I saw that actually, and he's been posting videos. I saw one of his videos come up in my feed recently. Because he's been like, oh, it was something, I forgot what the title was, but something about, it might be early, but Bale's kit might be my favorite. I'm like, well, that's clearly someone that hasn't been playing much. Not because of, like, just the way he said it. I'm like, huh, who is this? Oh, it's that guy.
No, it's funny, I watched that video today.
Hey!
I don't know, because he's a jungler.
That's wild too. Not just paying someone, but like offering you stock in the company.
Yeah. So he's got stock, because he made a video on his main channel. And, it's funny, because I saw it last week or a couple of days ago when he did that, and I was like, wow, he just doesn't put out videos on it, so that's weird. But it's a different channel that he's putting the predecessor stuff on. It's his second channel's like Weekend Games or whatever instead of just Weekend. I guess to just separate the predecessor and the Smite stuff.
Fair.
But
I saw a bunch of people being like, oh, he's so flip-floppy. He hated the game back then, and now he likes it. I'm like, oh my god, you people. To have no problems in your life.
yeah. But I mean, I've heard him say before that because he said in the video, he's like, he's been wanting to play since they announced the new map, and he was just waiting for the new map, so this was like perfect timing for this to happen. But he did say, like, he was, because you remember back when all the Smite streamers were playing it, because they did, like,
I don't.
you're right, they wouldn't. I think I mentioned it to you, but like it was probably a year ago. They like all of the Smite streamers and YouTubers were playing predecessor because Omeda probably said here will sponsor you to play our game for X amount of hours or whatever. So they're all playing it, and only one of them I've seen continue to upload videos of it once in a while. He'll put up a video.
Yeah.
But Weekend was very critical of it afterwards.
Yeah, and people apparently remember because they were all.
But at the same time,
citing that.
He's critical of Smite as well when Smite's bad. If
Yeah.
a game's bad, a game is bad, and then the game devs, wouldn't you know, develop their fucking game. And new stuff comes out. Like, when he played it, there was no augments. There was no Shaper. There was no Shaper events stuff in the map. There are fewer God heroes.
Probably gone through 2 of those big, like, rework passes now since then.
And it's just, there's plenty of quality of life, I'm sure, that has happened since he played it last.
Yeah.
And dude's opinions can change,
Whoa, no. This is America. We dig our heels into our first opinion and never change it.
Right.
Well, he picked a good time.
he'll probably. I mean, I don't know what the leaderboards and stuff are, but he'll be top 100, easy. That dude's just too good at games.
And the next update is next Tuesday. With the new hero affinity increases. And
Yeah, so that's going up to 99 or something.
yeah. And the 4th version of the new map. And they said they're going to start slowing down on, like, iterating on it now.
So did they say when the new map's coming? Because they're testing it right now.
Yeah,
right?
it's still testing. I don't know when it's coming permanently, but they said it's going to be like 6 weeks in between, like, putting out where it is. So I'm guessing not soon.
Probably. But yeah, because he was in the Smite Pro League.
Yeah.
He was, he says he was number 1 at one point in PUBG. But I don't know how big of an achievement that is, or not, or when it was.
A lot of people were playing PUBG.
Well, it depends on when, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like if you said you were number 1 in beta predecessor. You know what I mean?
I was number 1 in Awesome Knots.
I'm number 1 in Awesome Knots right now.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
You go to check number of people online, 1. Yeah, that's me.
But I think it's a good thing because if anything, it's just going to breed competition between the games, and competition is good.
Yeah.
It's going to force Smite to do some things to, I don't want to say combat it, but just be like, okay, we need to step up this or whatever, and then Predecessor is going to take the opportunity to be like, okay, we're going to have, because Weekend's coming over, like right now they're going to have an influx of his viewers are going to try the game.
Yeah.
So, and the timing's pretty good because they're having a patch.
Yeah, and they just
Today,
did all of those, like,
or next week or whatever it is.
small reworks, too. It's good they didn't come before then.
So, I think it'll be good. We'll see what it comes to. I haven't played, like I said, anything, but I'm hyped to play Smite again, but I'm kind of glad but sad at the same time I haven't been playing lately, because so they added new stats to Smite. So they added 2 new defensive stats, Plating and Dampening. So Dampening reduces ability damage taken, and Plating reduces auto attack damage taken. So you just build it, so like you look at the enemy team, okay, they have 2 carries that are ability focused, I'll build Dampening. Oh, they have a lot of auto attack based things, I'll build Plating. But then they also added a movement speed type stat on certain items. Echo, which is horrendously broken. Which is why I am sad but happy I'm not playing right now, because some of the shit I've seen is just... You've played Fenrir.
Yes.
So, how Echo works is when you crit, you get a 30% buff to ability damage or something like that. It's something but it's stacking, and it stacks with another item in a new item that they gave. So Fenrir was getting something like, so his brutalized thing that he does, that's what it is. So the new movement speed thing item is when you use a movement ability that like you walk around, right? And you build charge up, and the next time you use a movement ability, it's boosted. And then Echo is boosted with crits, and Brutalize can crit. So you're having squishes, and like one hit of the Brutalize, and literally deleted from the existence. But then tanks are just like unkillable right now, unless it's a jungler like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which I like playing tanks, so I saw people are just like 1v7 right now. It's just ridiculous. Like Hercules is just like, Hercules is already hard to kill, so now he's just impossible to kill. So I'm just sitting here being like, I kind of wish I was playing for the times that you're like 27 and 1 because you're just one-shotting everyone. But then I don't want to be the 1 in 27 that the Fenrir is just jumping on, and I can't play the games. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm cool with just chilling right now. And Gilgamesh is in it. I love Gilgamesh. He's doing fucking crazy work right now, which is sad because I love playing him when they're broken, but a lot of other people are broken right now, so I'll come back later. When Ratatosk's broken, because he's the next guy.
Yeah, I thought so. I saw a little picture of him.
And then Ishtar. And I think I saw Atlas, which is cool. Atlas is cool, but I fucking hate playing against Atlas. That dude's a douchebag. But yeah, good stuff. Crimson Desert's just controlling my life.
And Monster Hunter and Elden Ring.
You actually play an Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is interesting though, because now that I think about it, you haven't played anything but Slay the Spire.
For a while, yeah.
For a while. Did you beat it, or?
I mean, there's still more I can play in it, but I've beat it.
Yeah, because you beat it, and then you, like, replay it as a different character or whatever,
yeah,
right?
and there's higher difficulties. Like, it's like a stacking 20 extra levels of difficulty that you play. Like, you unlock them as you beat them per character.
I was just about to say that, so that you can play...
So I beat a run with all 5 characters, and I beat the first 2 extra difficulties, each with all 5 characters. I only have 2 more things to unlock. It's beat 15 bosses with 2 of the specific characters. So I took a little break for now. I went pretty hard.
That is pretty hard.
So
you beat the game. Well, beat the game.
Yeah.
You beat the thing. 15 times?
Yeah. More than that, because I've also beaten it on co-op mode a few times too.
Nice. With who?
A friend of mine.
Oh.
So I've been taking a bit of a break on that.
You have to restart an Elden Ring, I assume? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing like a faith run. So you can get that little like golden light beam off your arm from that really awful fight inside the round table hold, where you jump down and there's a guy with a scythe that comes up.
Yeah.
I knew that you can just run and grab the item, so I did run and grab that faith weapon and just let him kill me.
There you go.
But it's like 31 faiths, so it's going to be a while before I can equip it. Yeah, I'm at like 20 now. I need to start putting in vigor.
Part of me wanted to go and play Elden Ring again, because I haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree, but I'm like, do I really just want to rage at fucking Radon?
I can't wait.
Regular Radon was bad enough. I've seen this fucking Radon, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to fight that.
I do. I haven't gotten Erdtree yet, but only because I know I can wait. Because you can't access it right away. So I'm like, why buy it now?
Yeah, you have to beat Radon.
Yes, it's...
And beat
Moog.
Moog.
Yeah.
Which means you have to beat most of Ronnie's questline too, because Moog is fucking way up there.
Yeah.
He's floating in the sky in that fucking Underdark area.
And that is right around where I stopped. I couldn't beat Radon, and I went to the Atlas Plateau. And I was like only just starting in the Atlas Plateau.
Yeah, Radon was tough.
Yeah. And I had Ronnie's questline all the way like done up to him too.
Millennia was hard for me because I was using the Moonveil build, and I just could not beat her, dude. I was just hitting a brick wall.
I'm gonna be using the Mimic tier build for that.
So then I switched builds from that the Moonveil katana. I had to respec because that katana's intelligence, I think, and the other one's like dexterity focused, and the other one's bleed. And let me tell you, how did I beat Millennia the first try with the new build? First try with the bleed build. But then the opposite happened. I got to fucking what's his name? The second to last boss in the story.
I thought it was him too. Oh God, he's the hammer one, isn't he?
Yeah, it starts with an R.
Yeah, Radagast. No,
that's
a different one.
That's the wizard in Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
it's close to Radon. I think it's like Radvid or something like that.
It's something short. It's the one that split off into Melania.
Yeah, it's her brother.
Into Melina.
Yeah, I couldn't beat him with the blood fucking the bleed build.
Good. He looks like he's made of earth.
But then I switched back to Moonveil and I fucking crushed him. So, and then I beat the
Elden Beast.
The Elden Beast. The jellyfish.
Yeah.
That's not a hard fight. I mean, I lost like 2 or 3 times, but that's just because he did a new move. I didn't know what it was. And you die, and then you just respawn, and you've seen the move once, so you know how to deal with it type deal. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I just want my armor back. I had the D of 2 Faces armor. Or D of 2 Souls, whatever his name is. D of 2.
I could not tell you what armor I was wearing. I don't even
remember
what I looked
it was
like.
So fucking sick. It's like gold armor, but it has like a silver person in it too, with silver arms. That it's so good.
I remember that one. That one's the dude from the Round Table.
Yeah. Because I watched him die, and then you just like pick up his armor, and I'm like, I'm wearing this forever now. I will never take this off. I still don't really. I'm still using like starting weapons though. Like I just have a basic mace right now.
Did you fight the horse boss right outside the fucking
No,
window?
I never do. I'm not built like that. I need my fireball, thank you. And you don't start with that fireball. So now that I have the fireball though, I might go back. After like maybe 4 levels worth of vigor.
Yeah.
I haven't really done anything major either. I'm about to do Castle Morn.
I don't know. I don't think I have the luxury.
I don't plan to go like hard in it right all at once, but
I mean, first off, it's you start from scratch, and that's an easy 100-hour game.
Yeah. I am gonna miss my old dexterity, everything.
You have those dual claw things, right?
Yeah, and I just got Twin Blades, the dual-sided sword. Pretty much all bleed all the time. Which served me so well.
I got Crimson Desert, which in that game, I'm 60-ish hours into it. Maybe 65, I haven't checked in a while. I could easily put double or triple that in it right now. Probably triple. Because our friend, the last time I was talking to him, our mutual friend that plays it, he was 120-something hours into it.
Damn.
It just sucks, man, because it's like, because he doesn't work, right?
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know, because he was playing Slay the Spire too. So every single day, I'm like, oh, I think I've beaten it with 2 classes so far. He's like, oh yeah, I beat it with everyone. I'm on Ascension 3 with this person, Ascension 2 with this person, and Ascension 1 with this person.
Because on opening weekend, it was Friday, and he texted me. He's like, "Did either in a group chat that me and him are in?" He's like, "Have either of you guys bought Crimson Desert?" I was like, "I'm playing it right now." So that first opening weekend, we were like, I went north, he went south, and we were just exploring and sharing data. But then this past weekend, I was doing stuff that he didn't do, right? And like, we were both stuck at like 9 companions at our camp.
Yeah.
And then I figured I got the quests unlocked to get them, more of them, the next day. Like, within an hour of gameplay, like, separated from each other. So that next day, I was like, oh, dude, I just got it unlocked. So I got 2 or 3 more companions. He's like, yeah, I got 20 of them now. Or it's like, we'll talk about this thing. He's like, oh, yeah, I didn't hear about that. And then I'll see something and I'll send it to him. He's like, yeah, I've done that and like 17 other things now. I'm like, damn it. It's like one day, there's things that
I was
I find
brutal with Path of Exile, bad. Oh yeah, I'm on Act 3. Oh yeah, I'm in Endgame. I found my first Divine Orb. I'm like 50 exalts deep. Do you need some exalts? Do you need some items?
It's like, damn it. Like, I'm still basically in Hernand, which is like the main open area. The first area you're in is Hernand. And I've put like 60 hours in there. I've gone briefly into other areas. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 other full areas of Hernand. So if I put 60-ish hours into Hernand with dabbling into the others, and there's 4 other zones, do each of them have the same amount of content as Hernand does? Because if so, this is like a 300-hour game.
Yeah.
Which I am down for. The way it's going right now, if I keep like my interest as peaked as it is right now, I'll put 300 hours into it easy.
Oh yeah.
Easy. But we'll see.
So I'm trying to keep on Monster Hunter, keep my interest peaked in that, get it finished, get it off my main hard drive.
Yeah, because the expansion probably won't come out until, like I think I said last episode, at least winter. Because they announced that they're planning it, and they said that we'll announce it in the summer.
Yeah.
So we'll know what it is in the summer, and we'll start getting advertisements. And then my guess, it's 6-month marketing cycle. Yeah. You announce it 6 months later is when it comes out. That's my guess. So if they announce it in June, I'm saying December. So that's just...
I'll be more than caught up by then.
Yeah. So I got Crimson Desert. I got Backlog of Smite. Predecessor's been piquing my interest a little bit more. I mean, she's got the solo thing because I don't like support, so I don't know if this is a character. I didn't see her overview. Did they talk about her at all?
They did like a live stream thing. I didn't actually watch it. I just kind of got like posts of the abilities and information.
Oh, so then if they did show it off, they'll have like a hero reveal trailer tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
So I'll watch that.
You haven't played since like the big reworks on a lot of characters too.
I played when Eden came out.
Yeah. A lot of people changed.
How significantly?
Depends on the character.
Well, because I know the Aurora changes. I know Chimera doesn't use mana anymore.
Yeah, Chimera's brutal.
And
Acheron also doesn't use mana anymore.
Why? Just to be cool?
Yeah. To be fair, they did it to 2 characters where I'm like, whatever.
I never had mana problems on Chimera anyway.
Me either.
So it's like he didn't use. It's like he had abilities at all times always.
Grux has the dash now.
Oh yes.
Instead of the uppercut.
Does it do damage and knock up?
It does a very, very mild knockback, like dragging along his path. It's very mild though.
Does it do like severe damage, or is it like a poke?
Very little damage. Yeah. It's a little poke. Sevarog had big changes, but it's like a lot for him. Muriel and Narbash had big changes. Steel. He's like a 2-punch basic chain now.
Nice.
Terra. Terra had big changes. Oh, no, I'm trying to think of ones that...
Terra.
Her ult is like way worse now, but like all her abilities scale off of armor now.
Same abilities though, and they work the same way. You build up that hits, and then they are...
The only like ability that's massively different is the ult. It no longer makes you unstoppable. It just like gives you super like increased armor and disables the tower you're under.
I mean, that's cool, but I feel like the CC immunity is just way better.
It is way better.
Just like infinitely better.
Better than a small tower dive.
Well, I mean, it's probably good that because you could probably...
I've gotten a kill off of doing that. Like, you start pulling the tower aggro and you just pop it there and the little targeting beam turns yellow and it just stops shooting.
I mean, you could probably backdoor an inhibitor with that then, because you can just fucking all of you just go in and attack it. Terra ults it.
Hell yeah. It doesn't last that long, though. The actual, like, turret disabling part.
It's probably, 4 seconds?
Yeah. About.
Probably takes away three shots, though. That's could be significant. You know?
And all her ability skill off the armor. Gideon also got, like, some really big number reworks.
Overall, better or worse for him?
Better for him, which means worse for me, because I hate fighting Gideon. His, like, abilities give him, like, a temporary bonus mana, and then some of his abilities scale off of bonus mana. Including his basics.
Strange.
Yeah. It is super weird in concept. Like, I don't care about temporary max mana. But it gives you more damage in the end.
Temporary max mana?
Yeah, it's temporary bonus max mana.
For who again?
Gideon. It's like a few of his abilities, but it's mostly there for the fact that some of them now scale to your
say
max
you're at
mana.
max. Wait, how do you get them temporary max mana?
Some of your abilities, like Black Hole, gives it to you per person hit.
That's temporary. So what the fuck does that do? Because you.
I know.
So I can see it's like you have temporary max mana, right? So say you have 300. I'm just gonna throw numbers up there. Say you have 300 max mana. You do whatever, it gives you 350 max mana. Then you use an ability, it puts you to like 310. But then the temporary wears off, you back to 300. So it's like you didn't use mana or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's your abilities, you're using the mana. Max mana is not giving you mana back, so.
Should just given him damage bonuses. Like, it's weird. It does like enable building like max mana as a stat on him, which is cool. But I don't play Gideon, so.
I don't know.
And
I'll come back. I'll probably rage at some things. I'll play fucking. I'll get my ass beat. And I'll play Feng Mao. I'll fucking go 20-0, and then I'll be like, "Alright, this is good."
And that's the only other
and
one
then
I
I'll
can think
stop.
of.
While okay.
They changed Feng Mao passive from power to penetration, but most people say they don't even really notice.
Oh, I don't know how penetration really works. Because there's only one type of penetration.
No, there's magical and physical, I think. But I think
is there flat penetration and then percent based penetration?
Yeah, you get flat pen per unique hero kill.
Up to 5 because it's 5 times.
I think it's like 4 pen.
That could
so
be,
either way, it's still damage.
Well, that's very good against the 3 carries, jungle, middle, and because their only defense that they're going to be having is their innate defense that is leveled.
And if you're still building pen with Feng Mao, then
flat pen will basically, because flat pen is good against people that aren't building defense because then you get it closer to just doing true damage.
Yeah.
Percent pen is better for people building to defense because you want.
And he already builds a lot of pen, so you're probably going to hit that point for all the squishies anyways.
Yeah, true.
Either way, it's still you're getting damage passively.
Yeah, he's just fucking amazing. He's just too good. He's probably who I think that streamer will like the most because he likes high mobility, speed focused characters. So I think that Feng Mao will go to him. Because Feng Mao
Kalari.
He's just the fastest hero in the game, right? As far as I remember right now, because he gets a passive speed boost. You build speed items on him.
Excuse me.
And then you get because his shield gives passive movement speed just by leveling him.
Because Mako passive gives him a lot of move speed too.
That's who I haven't played since either. So yeah, Eden, and then Mako came out, and then the new girl.
So
fun. The mid laner?
Yes. Who has like a very crunch-like passive where every third ability you use is empowered, but unlike him, you don't have to do it in quick succession.
You say his ult changed?
Yes, but they reverted it.
Good.
Yeah. They're like, for the record, we do like our new ultimate, but we know you guys like the old one more. So,
yeah.
There you go.
Crunch, that was just too fun. There was just so much you could do with that.
But they did still keep the you having combos out the gate.
Oh, so you don't need your ultimate for the combo.
Yep. So once you're level 3 and have 3 abilities.
That's good because before that,
Clearing sucked.
Well, not only that, you just couldn't fight until level 5.
Yeah.
So even if you're in lane, you had to just realize that
I'm not gonna win this.
Yeah, but
I'm
then
half a character right now.
At the same time, level 5, well 6.
Yeah.
At level 6 crunch. Nobody
Do uppercut.
Nobody wins that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone beats a level 6 crunch. Level 6. I don't think it.
Sevrog only because I force a disengage.
Well, yeah.
I win.
I think that's a win in the crunches situation because it just got you away from the wave.
Yeah.
But no, I'll check that out. But
let me know.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
Yeah, I got fucking Lord of Hatred coming at the end of the month too. And I don't know how I'm even going to play it because Crimson Desert ain't going anywhere. So I'm just sitting here looking at the system. Like, I
no clue how I'm going to play it.
I don't have the space.
I'm probably not going to play it till I catch up with Monster Hunter. But I was going to say, I'm Affinity 9 with Decker now.
Ooh.
Yes.
10 was the max?
Mm-hmm.
Just before you could get max.
Yep, now I actually have the incentive to finish it.
I think they should do... I don't know what League and Dota and them do, but like I think they should just rip what Smite does. You stay at 9 or 10 or whatever it is, but then like you get
I like prestiges around it.
Yeah, you get the prestige, the stars and stuff around it. I think that'd be cool. Instead of just having a number like, oh, they're level 33. Wait, wasn't that how Paragon was though? The number.
I'm pretty sure it was. Up? Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I mean, whatever. I mean, yeah, I think that's better for most people because it's like you get them to 10 and then that's it. It's done. You
see how much higher everyone else is because I play so many characters.
Same. I don't know life single people, but I should just know life Feng Mao because he's the only person I play that I have good matches with.
Should know life Decker and Mako.
You digging Mako?
Mm-hmm. I love Mako.
Nice.
I have a collection of Mako clips.
Glorious. Glory be. But thankfully, other than this Lord of Hatred, I don't think there's any games coming out like, oh well, I don't know when Wolverine comes out because I'm so getting that fucking game.
I have Vampire Crawlers in 20 days.
Nice. Yeah, but that's gonna be 2 fucking gigabytes. You can put that on your.
It's gonna be less.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be $10.
That's it. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the card game.
Yeah, the card
Vampire
game
Survivors.
of Vampire Survivors.
Nice.
Yep. Year of the card games.
So, and the only games I know of that are coming out this year that I want: Tides of Annihilation, Wolverine, Lord of Hatred, and maybe Persona 4 Revival.
Vampire Crawlers.
And that's it. I mean, I'm sure once... I don't... Because usually, though, when games are announced around the June time at that fucking festival, not E3, but like all the games fests and all that stuff that happened in June, there's like 17 of them now. I miss it when it was just E3 and everyone was there. And
it was
you got
such an easy time.
Yeah. 3-day event and just everyone releasing trailers, and that's all it was. And it's like, yeah, great. But none of those games are going to be like, oh, our game comes out next month.
No.
You know what I mean? I mean, Oblivion did it with Bethesda, but that's different.
Well, we'll see then.
Yeah. I'm okay with that, though, because I have Deliverance 2 on my system still, and that's like 90-something gigs, I think.
I have too much to play. And
I haven't played it in forever, but I'm like, I don't want to delete it. I mean, I could always re-download, but I feel like if that's a game, I feel like once I delete it from my system, it's out of sight, out of mind, and I'll never, ever go back to it. But then I still got games like, I have fucking Yakuza Like a Dragon still on my system. I also have Pirate Yakuza. I still haven't beaten it.
It also wouldn't take you that much longer to just beat Like a Dragon.
I would say probably another 20 hours, because I'm not terribly far into story. And because it's a game I kind of care about the story, so I would watch the cutscenes. Pirate Yakuza, the problem with Pirate Yakuza is I maxed out the pirate ship before story. So I'm like, I wasn't playing it for the story.
Yeah.
I was playing it for the pirate ship. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the pirate ship is maxed out, and I beat.
And thus your entertainment maxed out.
Yeah. I mean, I could still max out, like, because you get all of the companions on the ship, and, like, you can, like, any pirate battle you're in, like, ship battle you're in gives them experience, and it's kind of like leveling up the ship, because, say, my cannons are maxed out. The person operating the cannons is also a factor in how much the damage the cannon is doing, because they're not max level or whatever. So if I maxed all the teammates out, then I'd truly be. But then you can min-max. You'd be like, oh, this person's only a rank C. Let me go get all the S-rank people scattered through the thing.
Yeah. But
then most of them are tied through quests or mini games. And
no,
stuff.
None of this what you're saying is actually doing the story.
Exactly. And you know, it's like when I played Yakuza Like a Dragon. I fucking spent as much time as possible maxing out that business minigame to get the female character on my team. But I do love it. I mean, the Yakuza games are so fun. But then it's like, after I beat Pirate Yakuza, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna want the Hawaii one.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
that one should actually come after you beating regular Like a Dragon.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Like a Dragon, not Pirate Yakuza, Like a Dragon. Oh, and I got the 3 Tomb Raider games on my system right now too. But those are all small. Like the first one's 16 gigs, the second one's 20, and then the third one was like 32.
Was it like Hades too?
I was surprised. Yeah, but Hades is
surprisingly 10 gigs.
Oh, yeah, but that's still small.
Surprising, but yeah.
I mean, I got Doki Doki Literature Club. That's 2 gigs.
Well, again, the main thing I have is Monster Hunter, because it's like 115 gigs.
Yeah, I got Crimson Desert, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Final Fantasy 14 are all around 100 gigs.
Yes, yeah, I need to.
And then all the others are like Smite. I forget what Smite's at, to be honest with you. I think 14's actually like more 60, 70 gig range, but still. That's never getting deleted.
Baldur's Gate's never moving to my main drive. It's also like so much.
Yeah, you should just your problem I think you have right now is
I'm rebuilding my library.
Yes. But you have like 7 100+ hour
I do.
single player games right now.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty much almost done with Wilds. And I'm going to transition that time into mostly Elden Ring.
Which is another 100 hours.
Okay. So I'm more into Elden Ring than Baldur's Gate.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
More attention holding. Less cutscenes, especially after Wilds. I definitely want less cutscenes.
Weakest point, Crimson Desert, you can't skip cutscenes.
Oh, I've skipped every dialogue in Wilds.
You can hold X to fast forward, and they just speak slightly faster. And because you can't skip things, me and our friend have a mutual hatred for a single character that is just a fucking bastard. I just hate everything Jan stands for in Crimson Desert. He's just a drunk. he just gets... His quest lines are fucking ass. I lied. You know what the fucking weakest part of Crimson Desert is? Escort missions. Bullshit escort missions. First off, this is how the escort mission works. So say you're the length of this table, right? Me and the NPC are on this side of the table, and we got to get to that side of the table, right? So they go at a certain speed because they're talking to you. So they need to make sure they get the full voice lines out before you reach your destination type shit, right?
Yeah.
I kind of understand that, but it's just like, use less, like, they're walking, dude. They walk so slow. The best thing is you can hold X, same thing, and all you have to do is hold X. And no matter what, turn up a hill, left, right, down a hill, Cliff will just follow the NPC. Anywhere they go. So it puts in on railroads. You don't need to steer. You don't need to do anything. So I just hold it with my left hand and I scroll on my phone until I get there or whatever. So that normally would be the irksome part of an escort mission, right? The fact that you're walking slow. Just get me there. But no. Every single one of these escorts, they're like, come with me. We'll do this. They lead you from here to that side of the table. And then when you get there, they say something like, okay, I'm going to go over here, or I'm going to go do this. You go ahead. And then your marker is like now 400 meters that way. So now I have to ride by myself another minute of, or like 2-3 minutes of travel towards the destination. Why did we do an escort in the same thing? Why not just have that talking in the cutscene or while standing still and just let me go travel the whole way myself at full speed on my horse? Why did I have to go less than halfway the distance and then have to go the rest of the way myself? Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. I hate it. And it's not once or twice. So this is like 10 times this has happened to me in side quests. And I'm over it. Yesterday, I had to fucking escort a wounded dude to safety. If I got too far away from the quest failed, and I had to start over. If anyone looked at him, the dude died. And there were mad enemies around, and I had to keep this dude awake and alive and escort him away. And there were archers in towers. Thankfully, there's a move you can do that just knocks the tower over. But I'm just like, this...
It's ridiculous.
It's awful. Escort missions suck.
Gotta wage a war to protect one guy.
Literally. Otherwise, though, great game.
Nice.
Maybe I'll get rid of Yakuza, Pirate Yakuza. But that's only 30 gigs.
Yeah, it's not buying you much.
You know?
I do.
But, onto bigger and better things. You said at the beginning you did some extra reading and something.
I did do some extra reading.
What'd you read?
I read the first chapters of 2 manga and gave up on the first chapter of another one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I said I wanted to try out some of these jump newbies, so I did. I read Kanado's Magic, Alien Headbutt, and Underdoctor. One of these 3, I did not finish the first chapter.
What's the synopsis of Underdoctor that they was that Shonen Jumps, not yours? I want Shonen Jumps.
From death dealer to deft healer, an assassin turns doctor.
Okay. Alien Headbutt.
No rings, no rules, no refs, but lots of aliens and headbutting.
What's the name of the other one again?
Kanado's Magic.
Synopsis.
The grand adventure of the ultimate support character begins.
So I think that's not the alien one. Part of me wants to say it's the assassin doctor one that you dropped because you're just done with assassin manga right now, you've said. But at the same time, reading that adventure thing of that synopsis sounds like it's the title to a shit anime that you would despise. So, I don't know. Either the Doctor or the fucking that one. That's my guess.
You can't guess 2 out of 3.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I guess. The Assassin Doctor.
You're right. I got that far into that chapter, and I was already kind of like glazing over some of it too. I'm just like, oh, this is not
doing it for you.
Not doing it for me. The main guy wasn't doing it for me. The very Trigun-y vibe of it, of I'm super amazing at everything, but I hide it behind being like a normal, amicable dude.
Let me see, what is it called again?
Underdoctor? Oh god, and those like hyping up his doctor abilities too. He's like, this. He looks at a guy. He's like, he has food poisoning. If I use my fingers to acupressure here, it'll cure his food poisoning symptoms. I'm like, oh god, no, no.
I'm just gonna have to go to fucking the search bar and just go to you. Can't find it. Oh my god, the artwork just looks terrible too. Looks like Midoriya mixed with somebody else.
Yeah, it was very much not catching me.
And you said Alien Headbutt was the other one?
Yep. Which was not that great. I will give it a second chapter though.
And then the last one was
Kinato's Magic. Which was the best of the 3, despite having a synopsis that is like kryptonite to my Superman. But it actually was very heartfelt. But it was also incredibly shonen.
Super shonen.
Super shonen. But
all 3 of these have about 10 chapters.
Yes. Kinato's Magic was like easily my favorite of the 3. But it has an adventurers guild. It has a childhood friend who loudly says she's a childhood friend, like, in 2 pages back to back.
Just to emphasize that she will not end up with the main character.
There's magic guilds, and so it's like, it seemed like something I wouldn't like, but it grew on me as the chapter went on. And there's another new series actually out this week with 1 chapter called Haunted Peak, which I might try.
What was that fucking anime that we started that we stopped reading? That fucking...
Which one?
Oh, New Age Exorcist, right? Yeah, that's the one.
Well, I didn't start that one.
Right, I started. I was like, what was that one anime, a manga that actually... Yeah, it's got 139 chapters.
Damn. Yeah, I know Shinobi Undercover's probably still going strong. Yeah, Shinobi Undercover's at 75.
Medulo ended. JJK Medulo.
Hallelujah.
Well, you say that, but based on everything I've seen online, all the JJK fans like it.
Yeah, people were reading it. They're fucking with it.
Yeah. Aliens turned me right the fuck off, though.
Well, aliens in a story that didn't have to do with aliens up until aliens were introduced.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
aliens is a fine enough concept as a concept.
Apparently, it's a very popular and just accepted thing in Japan. Nice. About aliens, like aliens just randomly thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, like the random inclusion of it, like the Naruto aliens or
like
the JJK.
That.
Yeah.
Oh no! Awful.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. Like Dandadan aliens, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Right from the Gecko aliens,
mm-hmm.
I like it.
Aliens as an answer for your shonen power systems.
Aliens in the ninja world.
Mm-hmm.
That has been nothing but ninjas.
Aliens in the sorcery world.
600 chapters.
That had been nothing about sorcerers. for 600 of their known years.
Yeah. I thought they were going to try and pull something like that. Sukuna was one of these aliens or something.
That'd be ridiculous.
I mean, it could still have happened. I just don't know it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'll read it.
I wonder if Mal has changed Chainsaw Man to complete yet.
I'll tell you what, though, because Mappa's going to animate it, so maybe I'll watch it when it comes out. 25 chapters, probably too much for them to make a movie of that, right?
Probably.
I still worry that there'll be movies to end JJK.
Probably. The Sukuna movie.
Sukuna versus Gojo. The Sukuna Gauntlet. Yuji versus Sukuna. Ugh!
Each its own movie.
Gross. Because I gotta say, though, they pump out JJK seasons.
Mm-hmm. And this one looks really, really
This is
good.
what, season 4? JJK's first season came out in 2020? 2019?
That was the biggest gap between 1 and 2. Is a pretty big gap.
But, yeah. They just keep them coming, and I'm here for it.
Hopefully, won't be much gap between this and actually finishing the Culling games.
Probably not. Well, I mean, the Culling games is mostly over right now.
Yeah, there's still that one fight, really, because it's Kenjaku fighting
Yuki and Choso.
Yeah.
Which isn't really Culling game stuff.
No,
It just
I'm
takes
pretty sure
place
we're
at the
done
same...
seeing the Koganes, like, entirely already.
Yeah, it's just the angel stuff.
Yeah, if you call that stuff. Angel being mad confusing for one chapter and then grouping everyone up.
Yeah. That's it. And then they're going to go use it, but then Sukuna is like, yo,
And a bunch of soldiers will die for literally no reason.
Yep. And then Sukuna takes over Megumi.
Meguna.
You know, people make me question how it's pronounced. Because when you hear it, when I watch it in Japanese, it sounds like they're saying Megumi. But I've seen so many people say Megumi.
Oh, God, don't say it again. I hate when people say it like that. Megumi.
Yeah, and I'm just like...
Let me hop in Megumi ship.
What do they say in the dub?
I don't know, it's been a while. I was watching sub. I stopped because I want the dub to catch up.
Well, you let me know.
I will. Megumi. I was watching like a long ass like review of the manga that the person was saying it like that the whole time. Megumi.
Gross. Gross.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd recommend checking out any of those 3 manga. I'm going to keep reading Kanado's Magic, though. Unless it loses me.
Maybe I check it out.
That's saying I'm not pushing very hard.
We just always say it, but I need to find more time for reading.
Same.
What it was the perfect time that I used to have was that like, I would say like 6 to 8 month period after I stopped raiding in 14.
That would do it.
Because I used to, my raid would start at 11 o'clock at night. So I would raid from 11 to 12:30. I would go to bed. I'd wake up at 6:37 and I'd go to work. But then a job changed. We were still raiding. So I was waking up at 6:30 a little bit. So my sleep was getting a little worse though, because I was going into work at 7 instead of 8.
Yeah.
But it was closer to work, so it wasn't that bad. I could still wake up at 6:30, 6:45, squeak out the house by 6:50, and still make it to work by 7, because it was so close. But then at that job, we stopped raiding, and I had been staying up to 12:30 at night every weekday night since 2014, when the first Heaven's Ward raid came out. I think it was 2014 or 15, whatever. So either way, it's 5 to 6 years straight of just going to bed every weekday at 12:30, and on the weekends staying up till 2, 3 in the morning. And then suddenly I had all this free time in the world. And I would then go to bed at the raid time. I would go up, I'd be like, okay, my video games are done. I would go upstairs at 11 when raid would normally start, and that's when I would read. That's when I bought the Berserk volumes. So I fucking pounded through 7 deluxe editions of Berserk in like a month.
Yeah.
And then I was reading all my webtoons. I was caught up with everything because every single night before work, I would go upstairs and I'd have like an hour that I would just read shit, and then I'd go to bed. But now,
Weren't those the days?
Now my dumbass is going to work super early. So I go to bed super early.
Brutal.
I'm an old man. I go to bed at 8:30.
Welcome.
Back my day.
I could read.
Yeah, and now when I read, I get this burning, seething hatred for fucking skanks.
Oh.
Named Gigi and Ira.
Yeah, they both really vultured in on that. And it's not even like a Momo saw, or they saw each other and be like, oh, well, I'll do this too. No, they're separately doing it.
Honestly, I think I'm more angry at Gigi.
Yeah.
Because Ira's always been trying to get at fucking Okurin.
Yeah, this is a known thing.
This is a known thing.
Well, that makes me angry at Okurin for enabling this.
Yes. But
you should know better.
Yes. Unless because he could be blind to it.
He said, oh, I feel like we're bonding. And he means as friends.
Yes. So he could be completely
yeah,
oblivious
but
to it.
I know he is probably oblivious, but telling her that, like, oh, I researched for our get-together.
Get-together as a group, though, to show off to the friends, not to show off to her. And really, to show off to Momo. This is really
ending in a giant polyamorous pile with everyone except, what's-his-face?
Kenta's getting vomit, dude, I'm telling you. That reminds me, we ended the last chapter with Kenta getting a haircut. What the fuck happened there? We didn't see him at all. We didn't see anything of that. But no, Gigi is fully aware of what is going on between Okurin and Momo.
And he's throwing his hair back and grabbing that hand.
You know who I'm actually mad at? Yukinobu Tatsu.
For doing this to us.
That's who I'm mad at. Give my girl her memories back.
He's like, man, I gotta take a break from starting a Kinta plotline just to piss everyone off.
I would take a Kinta plotline over fucking memory loss. Fuck yeah.
Well, I mean a Kinta plotline over harpies swooping in to get their piece.
No. Fuck the harpies. The harpies can be together.
Yeah, why don't
Ira and Gigi can go be together because
they look like a vibe.
Yeah, it seems class president, the emo piano player. They're doing things. Yeah. They're bonded. Fucking Dan.
Fucking Dan. To be fair, it wasn't much of a Kagurabachi, though we got to see Chihiro's mom.
Oh, yeah, I called that, like, immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw her, I was like, this is probably Chihiro's mother.
The look on her face when she said Kunishige's in town, too, I'm like,
Yep. Chiba was sending notes between them.
So cute. But that was pretty much it for
Kagurabachi. Yeah. That was like nothing. We got to see the Swordmaster when he was 16.
Yeah. And he seemed like a prick then, too.
I'm sure that meeting that they're talking about, that's going to go sideways.
Yeah.
I think the royal family gets murked. Personally. Because this has got to be a start to this war.
Yeah, some sort of false flag.
You know, I was thinking when I was reading it, too, because I was, like, thinking about that. And I was like, you know what would be really cool? Is if it's one of those things that you go there and just all of them, everybody's dead. Like, both sides, everyone's dead, and nobody knows who fired the first shot type deal. So, it's like you can't place blame on one side or the other. Because what I think it's what how Samora feels about the whole situation. It seems like they're going to humanize these people on this island during this flashback.
Yeah.
They're going to show that they're not really all that bad. Whereas propaganda to the mainland makes it seem that they're demons. And the way they're drawn makes it look like they're demons or just entities. I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more of a, we want your oil.
You look like you need some freedom.
Yeah. Or in Japan, I think you need some imperialism.
Apparently, Goku Guy comes out tomorrow.
Glorious.
And that was it. I miss Chainsaw Man.
Such a shit ending. Everyone's memeing on that because you're Chainsaw Man. Because you hunt demons with chainsaw. Everyone's memeing on that whole page.
I saw a silly theory, which is really just going to be Fujimoto oversight. But everything Chainsaw Man ate still seemed to not exist anymore. Makima is still Nayuta. Other stuff.
Other stuff that you can't remember.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, is that all you got?
Yeah, that is all I have. But, notably, chainsaws still exist.
Even though he ate himself, yes.
So the theory was that maybe Pochiro wasn't the chainsaw devil after all.
The chainsaw devil was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
I am glad that it's Nayuta and not Makima.
Same. I'm still upset that Aki's not there.
Big
he didn't
time.
Eat Aki. He didn't eat the Gun Devil. Like, there's no reason that either Aki shouldn't be there or the Gun Devil shouldn't be an imminent threat to all of mankind.
True.
But whatever. It's over. You're free, Fujimoto. No Lord of Terror for us.
Nope. Instead, we get a witch inside a little girl's body. Centauria.
Oh, yes. Yep. I almost forgot you read
like
more.
I read 3 chapters, and that was like the perfect... I was planning to read just 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's the perfect place to end, with the witch's covenant being like, oh, yes, our leader is within you. And it's like, oh, the goat man. She was even like, oh, the goat person? Or Miss Goat, or whatever she said. And I was like, oh, shit, yeah, huh? Goat person. Probably.
It only gets more fire from there.
Well, quite literally, with the nun witch over here
yes.
turning the fire up.
Literally.
But my thing is, right, if they know Julian revives from the dead, why don't they expedient the process by just killing him instead of letting him bleed out.
They actually, I don't know if she said it out loud or thought it to herself yet, but Elstree actually does realize that. But she's like, if we do just kill him, does that start the regeneration process? Would it be better for us if he's still bleeding out but not necessarily dead yet?
Oh, the bad guys, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the good guys, because he's right there. And they're like, oh, don't worry. That's what she's... don't
worry, he'll come back. I know.
I can't remember names right now, but they say that the
her
sister figure person was like, don't worry, he'll come back. And then Black Armor
Lucas.
goes, what, really? Lucas was like, oh, really? That's cool. We could win this thing.
Yeah, and then he's just like...
turn around and stab him then.
Yeah, he's like drowning in his own blood. And like,
I am like still a little butthurt about the reused bad guy with the Arcos or whatever.
I like where his story kind of like starts going though. I like that it is like a character arc for himself. Like they don't just do that and it's like, haha, here's a villain. Like he's actually a character that reacts to his circumstances and his new.
True. And he's not like the same person. It's like the body. It's like he's a different mind.
I hate the pitch, but I like the throw. I don't know how to put it.
I do say I saw the I don't want to say low quality, but the inexperienced in manga drawing. Like I could just see it in these last 3 chapters. I was like, you know what I mean? It's the Centauri effect. Like it's not the greatest drawn thing.
Plus it's at the end of having to draw a lot of fighting too.
True.
Because it was a pretty like long like arc for them.
You know what has fucking a crazy artwork that I never knew because I've never saw the manga? Death Note.
Oh, yeah.
Death Note manga is like...
incredible.
Wild. Because I was watching a video, Death Note video, and you know what the top comment was?
What?
Death Note content 15 years later? I'm here for it.
This is...
me too, bud. It was... What was the title of the video? Because what it was because I watched a video last week or something about like breaking down like lights like sociopathy. Yeah. And it was pretty good. But then this one, it was like a fucking power scale video of who was really smarter, Light or L. And I'm like, for me, it's L.
It is L. He had so much less to go off of, and he made so much greater deductions and leaps.
Because it was like...
The fact that he could logically deduce what the Death Note was doing in the first place...
And not only... Yeah.
Like, in some of its limitations before even seeing any rules or knowing of its existence.
Right.
That alone... Light would not be able to pull off the same things L did if they switched places. And if L switched places with Light, he would actually probably achieve Light's dream.
Because because the video person said that it was something like, because the video wasn't like just straight up like who was smarter or whatever. It's like, could L have ever won, or basically trying to pit them up against each other and like going through to really find out who was smarter. And he gives it to Light at the end because he wins. But everyone in the comments agreed with me at the same way. It's like Light could not beat L. He needed the ass pull of Rem to beat L.
You need to manipulate a god to do it for him.
Yeah. And L knew Light was Kira.
Yeah.
For a fact.
Oh, yeah.
But he couldn't
L knew
prove
as far back as putting cameras in his house.
Yes.
Literally, because he already had it down to 2 people, and the other guy didn't implicate himself.
Not only that, because I was the dude picked because he went over everything. He's like, it started off like, Light was on top because L wasn't in the picture. And then L comes up and he gets on top. And then Light gets on top. And then L gets on top, with this and that and this. The Lindell Taylor trap. And they're going through it. And he said something that I didn't really notice either, because I was always thinking that I thought L realized Light was Kira a little bit later, but he's argued that L knew Light was Kira the first time he saw him on video when watching him in his own house. The time when Light comes in and he opens the door and notices that someone was there, because he has
the
3
pencil leads and the
paper and the door
stuff.
handle.
Yeah.
And what he does is he leaves, he goes to buy some stuff, tells Ryuk about it, comes back, and then looks at it like a nudie mag on the bed or whatever. From that moment, and he was breaking it down, like L's looking at his his psychology of profile. Mm-hmm. Light was too perfect and too comfortable with, he was weird about it. People don't just lay on their bed the way Light laid on his bed.
He
like that,
just
look at it. He was flipping through it as if he was
reading the morning news
or putting on a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's right. And you could see the way L looks and he smiles. Uh-huh. And I never picked that up. I was like, because L almost never smiles in serious, but he's got his thumb in his mouth like he usually does, and you can see him crack a smile when he sees it. And he's like, I got you.
And you can tell he's entertained when he's first confronting Light person to person.
Well, yeah, because they break that down too, because he said that's why L's better than Nier and Mello. Because Nier and Mello never... First off, they break that down too about the ass pull of how Light loses at the end with some of the stuff Nier does, and I was like, yeah, huh, they made a absolute perfect 1-to-1 copy of the Death Note overnight to trick Mikami, and then circumstantial evidence to get them to tie into the stuff. Yeah. But Light was being stupid.
Yeah.
Light's the reason Light lost. Let's be real. But anyway, L was... he knew when to go on the attack. He knew it was Light. He showed up at the school to put him on the spot, immediately. And apparently in the manga, Light was sweating, way more over the fact that L was right there.
Yeah.
And then also, L figured out that Misa was Kira, too, immediately.
Yeah. And the fact that he was already collaborating with a popular person, you could see the moment he saw Misa was friendly with him, too, the gears were really turning in there.
Because it's the age-old thing. Light had supernatural notebook with a fucking god floating next to him, an invisible god that helped him a few times.
Yeah.
And fucking Light, L had to prove in court that God exists.
He would have been able to, goddammit. Pass this sheet of paper around the courtroom, please.
That's what L was up against.
Yeah. And again, he was doing it.
Yes.
Correctly deduced some of the limitations.
And
of
then
the
they got the notebook when during the memory loss thing.
Yeah.
So they got the notebook back, and then they talked to Rem and all these people. So they had it. They just had to prove, because the whole time, because you always think about that too. Because it's funny too, because when you know these things and you rewatch the series, and it's like, L's always like, no, this is a different Kira. And everyone's like, what? What do you mean? How do you say that? It's like, because L's like, because Kira's standing right there.
Yeah. So, I didn't see Light writing anything recently.
Yeah. So it's like...
So we already know.
The whole time, L's trying to he's trying to gain evidence on Light. He doesn't care about Misa. He doesn't care about the other people.
The fact of the matter is, neither him nor whoever else was under surveillance cleared their names while they're under surveillance, truly. It's still a person in that area that is the child of a police detective.
You know what's funny too, though, because of L's paranoia. Ray Pimbar was going to clear L Light.
He was
because he wrote down just a typical high school student, nothing of note.
Though to be fair, I'm not sure if L would have cleared Light.
Probably
Again,
not.
the problem is how well the profile matched. Like, just because he didn't do anything suspicious doesn't stop the profile from still matching.
Right.
He had it down to 2 people that it could possibly be with the information Kira was showing. Like, you didn't clear your name. You didn't clear shit.
And then you made
I was
yourself.
gonna sit there and be like, I guess I was wrong about steps 1 through 8.
And then he made himself so more suspicious, joining the task force, being hyper interested
So into it, yeah.
The fucking the god of death, like Apple's trap you put him in, where you give him 4 or whatever, and then got offended that he didn't give him all the info.
Yeah.
And Elle's just sitting there, like, bitch, I know you're Kira.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the only thing that threw Elle for a loop, which anyone would, when Kira turns himself in saying that he's Kira and then hands the Death Note over, and then his memories are wiped, and that personality switch, you can see it in Elle's face, fucking threw him for a loop because he doesn't know what happened. He knows something happened, but doesn't know what. And how would you know? Just by sitting there in some words, he just wiped his mind. You can't.
And he doesn't
that.
take it for face value either. He still keeps Light in there for a while.
Yeah, don't they keep him in there for
and
a
then
straight
they do the
month?
test with his dad, where
with the gun.
Takes him and Mika being like, "I'm going to shoot you both and myself."
That was the first scene I ever saw of Death Note.
Nice.
Was that car scene when they pull over under the bridge and he pulls the gun out?
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I didn't know what it was until months later, and then someone's like, "Oh, you should watch. You like Bleach? You should watch Death Note. It's got Shinigami too." I was like, "I'll check it out." And then I got to that scene. I was like, "Oh shit, it's that scene." But yeah, I was just like, that's like an LT. He did a really good job explaining things throughout the whole thing of who was on top here, who was on top there. But even when I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna say it was L." And then at the very end, he says that
Light won.
Light wins every time. It's like that L can't beat Light.
Bitch, L beat Light.
And I'm like, he did though. And L is he's just smarter, hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll expect.
He's literally the top 1 through 3 detectives in the world.
And then number 4 and 5 are Mello and Nier, who are his replacement, his proteges, his replacements. That everyone say are just the 2 sides of L, and that together they make L.
So the top 1 through 5 detectives are all L.
You never read that one shot though, huh?
The BB Murder Trial? I started it back in high school. I want to read it though. Because it's all about how Naomi Misora and L's first case together.
Oh no, not that one. I haven't read that one. Oh. I'm talking about the sequel.
Oh no, I haven't either, but I watched videos on that one.
Yeah, because the dude sells it to America. The Death Note. He doesn't use it.
I thought they meant the actual the book, in which they hired the number 2 detective in the world.
No, it was Nier. Nier was the one trying to deduce it.
Yeah,
but he couldn't figure it out because he didn't use the notebook, the Death Note. So he made a video, put it out online about it, and then he was able to sell it to the U.S. And the god of the Shinigami did not like that very much. So he wrote a rule on the spot and retconned it to before it, saying that if you try and sell the Death Note, you die.
Losers.
And then the person that bought it loses the rights to the Death Note. So Ryuk just got his Death Note back.
That's lame. It's like the opposite of what Ryuk wants. He wants entertainment.
Yeah, so the U.S. government paid for the Death Note. It gets put in this dude's bank account. he dies. The U.S. government's out the money and loses the fucking Death Note, the Notebook. So,
Damn.
it's just, and no, I don't think anyone ever, because it just shows the kid dead. I don't think it ever, like Nier ever figures out, oh, it was this dude or whatever. But it was still a good one.
Yeah. I want to read the book, the prequel book.
With Ellen Ray Pinbar's wife?
Yeah.
Whose name you just mentioned that I don't remember?
Naomi Misora.
Yes. It was a mistake to rush in killing her, too, I think. Mm-hmm. Ellen Ray just makes a lot of mistakes.
He does.
But it's...
Though at the same time, he kind of did have to.
Some of them. But a lot of it's just his ego.
Naomi.
Oh,
like
no,
she had to die.
Yeah, she did. But I think the way he chose to kill her.
Yeah. The suicide.
I don't think suicide was the right play because Elle knew her too well. Though how would Light know that he knows her? But you can't do a heart attack because that's Kira's MO. So.
He did a couple car accidents, but he could probably get away with another one there.
Yeah, car accidents happen all the time.
Yeah.
Because you could just also say, oh, she was in grief.
I know Naomi. She could have flipped over that car.
Yeah, but someone could have been like, oh, she was grief-stricken, maybe not paying attention in her grief, just kind of like zoning out while she's walking.
She couldn't do a kung fu flip.
So, I still think his biggest L ever, but is a fucking... It's just an ego power play, and his move was Lindell Taylor.
Yeah.
If he didn't kill that dude...
That literally is what got the scope down to that. Like, if he didn't kill that guy, it wouldn't have been 2 police chiefs' sons. It would have been all of Japan's police chiefs' sons.
Yep. But that's Death Note.
That's Death Note. I think that's the Dukes of Weebdom.
Yes. I think it's a good place to end it. We'll see you all next week.
The Dukes of Weebdom.
Dukes of Weebdom. 136. Take care, y'all.
Peace.
Bye-bye.